How does that work when your vibe is dictated by somebody who's sitting at the main desk and doing a show like Late Late?
That's more about being awake and being ready to jump in when you feel like it's time to jump in. So in my experience, I'm just sitting there, I'm listening. You know, the beginning, the opening, kind of, there was a banter thing that we kind of opened up in the later years where he's at the desk, James is at the desk, and he's talking about random stuff. And there's the head writer, and you know they're going back and forth. And then I'll chime in, and you know, or he'll ask me a question, you know, that's in the like in the monitor or something like that, and he'll be like, you know, Reg, what do you think about blah blah blah? And I'll chime in. So
you have to listen.
It's like listening, but sometimes I'm not listening. Like we're chatting, and James would purposefully turn to me and go like, "What do you think about that, Reg?" But weirdly, it didn't matter if I wasn't listening or not. I always had an answer, and it was immediate, and it seemed like I was paying attention. So there was no way he could stump me. It was really funny. I'd just be like, "Yeah, I know," and I got really stoned last night. Have you guys tried that? What do you think about that, Reg? I mean, if you had to, I guess. No, why not?
but is that like, does that just get you off knowing that like everybody else thinks that you've listened? And
yeah, of course. Because you know what it is? It's like, it's not, I think it's a healthy self-confidence thing. But for me, doing the Late Late Show, I'm required to do about 1/10 my capability on that show. So I'm barely doing anything.
Does that hurt?
That show. No, well, part of it is like, I know that I could do a lot more. And I know that I could do a lot more damage creatively, but this is the way the show is, you know, so that's the show. So I'm not bummed in that way at all. I'm like, that's the way the show runs. And in a way, I don't want to create more work for myself on that show because it wasn't my show. So I tried to make sure I didn't create more work for myself. I had it dialed in perfect. I show up 20 minutes before we go on stage. I do makeup. I go on stage, put on a jacket. I don't have to change in any costume. I do the thing. As soon as the show's over, I jump in my car and I'm home.